Well then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show. It is Tuesday, the 5th of July. I hope you are all doing great. And today we have 3 videos dropping for you. And of course, if any other things happen and anything else develops, then of course I'll bring that news to you as well. And make sure you look out a little bit later on for a live stream that'll be just rounding it all off, no doubt, because you seem to have liked that. Listen, before we get into today's videos, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. We're going to start, basically, when I used to work in telesales, you used to say you used to give someone a poo sandwich, an S sandwich, a poo sandwich, yeah? Good news, bad news, good news. So I'm going to give that for you today. So we're going to start, first of all, I mean, it might not even be good news. Some people don't seem to be happy about this signing, but we're going to talk about Tyler Adams. Yes, I'm on his payroll. I'm getting an agency fee. I'm part of the deal. But Tyler Adams will undergo his medical today, I believe. I believe he will be in Leeds, or maybe it won't happen in Leeds. Maybe it'll happen wherever he is. But he will be a Leeds player by the end of this week. £20 million fee, which includes add-ons, or 15 plus add-ons perhaps. And it will be paid in installments as well. So this isn't just one and done. It will be paid in installments. RB Leipzig have accepted all conditions on Monday afternoon, and that deal will be done. And how mad is it when people were saying, Joe, you're so wrong. Have you not read them fake news reports that said Leipzig would not do deals with us because of Jean-Kevin Augustin? Well, I did tell you. I mean, you'd be cutting off your nose to spite your face. Oh, this player wants to come to you. We want to sell him, but because you owe us some money, we're not going to get any money for him. We're going to keep him. Come on now, stick with your boy. You won't go far wrong. He will be the replacement for Calvin Phillips, who, of course, joined Manchester City. Good luck, Calvin. I hope you have a fantastic time and win the Champions League and win the Premier League and stuff Man United while you're at it as well. Look, I like the signing of Tyler Adams. Of course, it's not Mo Kamara, and I understand that. I was having a conversation with my good pal today as well, and, you know, there's a lot of people upset with the fact that these top targets that Leeds United have, and we don't seem to be able to get the top target. We're getting the second choice target. Just to give you an example, Mo Kamara, Tyler Adams, Cody Gakpo, Luis Sinisterra. Now, for me, I don't quite agree with that narrative. And the reason I say that is because Mo Kamara was never Leeds United's first top target. It was always Tyler Adams. It was always Jesse Marsh's son. It was always the case. So, you know, you'll find that some will be positive and some will be negative. It is what it is. I think we're having a great window. Some people disagree, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. I think it's been a good window so far. I think the squad is getting better. And you know, I'm excited still, even though let's say there's like 15 odd days left. I think there's about 58 days left of the window. And I'm thinking, wow, Leeds United could have their business done so quick, and then it's going to be very quiet. But then we've seen, like, over the last 24 hours, how quick that Sinisterra deal came into the ether. And then, boom, it's signed, sealed, delivered. I'm your Stevie Wonder tactics. They aren't messing around this time. So, and I think the only reason that we've waited this long to get Tyler Adams done, because it was always going to get done, is the fact that we were waiting for the Calvin Phillips money to hit the bank. They were like them people on a Friday night, you know, waiting till 12 a.m. strikes and their money goes in their bank accounts and then they can go out drinking with their boys. That's what Radrazani and that were all doing, man. We're all sat around that bank account saying, come on now, we need to pay for Tyler. We need to get Sinisterra in. Exactly. But listen, I like the signing of Adams. Okay, he may not be as forward thinking as, say, a Mo Kamara, but what I will say, just in relation to Calvin Phillips, I'm not saying he's on Calvin Phillips level. Let me just caveat that. But he had more goal-scoring actions or created more goal-scoring actions per 90 than Calvin Phillips did last season. I know Calvin didn't have a great season. We didn't have a great season, but there's a lot of people just hammering this guy straight out of the blocks, and I think it's a little bit unfair. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, I know a lot of them wanted Mo Kamara and see this as being of a step down, but I think as a double pivot, Rocker and Tyler Adams will be good. And as long as they stay fit, that's the thing. Like, if we're not going to get any more bodies in midfield, you know, the people under that are your Mateus Clicks, are your Adam Forshaw that we've seen. But we know they can hack it in the Premier League. They can do a job in the Premier League. Let's not be too scathing towards the squad either. I think, you know, I think we're going to be all right. And I think Tyler Adams is another step on the ladder. For those that say, oh, he's not Premier League ready, you know, Premier League inexperience. A lot of signings across the window don't have Premier League experience. But what Tyler Adams does have his Champions League experience. You know, I've seen a conversation happening earlier on social media about the Americans coming to the Premier League and they need to get ready for it, etc. Let's not forget these have played in the knockout stages of the Champions League. That's the pinnacle of world football. I think we've been a little bit too harsh and a little bit too scathing. Like Brendan Aronson played Bayern Munich last season in the knockout stages. Tyler Adams scored the winning goal in the quarter-final of the knockout stages against Atletico Madrid to put Leipzig in the semi-finals. So let's not pretend he's a mug. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what's happening. For me personally, you know, he played over 100 games for Leipzig in the Bundesliga. If you're asking for a league that's close to the Premier League in terms of physicality, it is the Bundesliga. So, yeah, look, I'm excited by the signing of Tyler Adams. But listen, I am a passion merchant and I do sort of side with the club a lot of the time. And I understand that narrative as well, you know. But let's give the boy a chance here because I think he will do really well. Yeah, I can't wait for him to be a destroyer in the middle of the park. I can't. And I think he will do that in front of the back four. And I'm really excited by it. He will undergo his medical today. And yeah, the United States of Leeds is sooner coming. Yeah, Jesse, Aronson and Tyler. Who knows, in a couple of seasons, we might have Weston McKennie and Christian Pulisic. Yeah, it's going good though. It's been a good window, and I'm happy right now. But this is your first video out of 3. Slap a like on this. In a couple of hours, the next one will be dropping. Remember, I mentioned that shit sandwich. Yeah, giving someone negative news, either side of good news. If you could see this as good news, some of you might not. But listen, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.